Hi, Cappy. All right, welcome back. So let's go ahead and see what you can expect next. What's going to be happening next for my Capricorns? What should they be prepared to expect? All right. I feel like what you could expect next is like your next excitement, something very thrilling, invigorating, something that is adventurous, like brings out your adventurous spirit. Could be a very creative venture you're going on as well. Just something exciting because what I do see is that life has been kind of like peaceful, but could be a little bit boring at this time. Like nothing super exciting or new has rushed in. And you could be waiting for that moment. You could be feeling a little bored, like things are kind of mundane. It's the same old every day. And I feel like you're overdue for your next excitement. So there is something very fresh, very new, something that you've never experienced before coming in towards you. All right. And I see a lot of excitability with this. Now, I do feel like, too, you may fear adventure. There is an energy like that. So even though you do crave excitement or you're wanting something new in your life, you're very wary about stepping into the new. There's something that feels very unsafe about that. So this could be new love coming in. This could be like a new hobby or interest, maybe a trip coming in for you, maybe a new job responsibility or role. There's something very interesting and creative and inspiring, motivating, but very thrilling as well. And I feel like with the strength card, you just tend to, it's more so about like, is this going to mess up my feng shui? Or is this going to mess up my equilibrium, my balance, my healthy ratio? Okay, so you do want something thrilling and exciting, but you don't want to have any negative consequences to the life that you've worked hard to maintain. All right, nonetheless, it's coming in, whatever, I do see it coming in. I do feel like well, we'll see. We'll see your attitude towards it. All right, so when is this coming in? Could be coming in right now because I do feel like you could be in this Four Swords energy already. You could be taking some type of rest. You could be really focused on napping a little bit more or going to sleep on time. You could be taking a break from work or taking a break from strenuous activity, like working out or like hard labor. If you had to do a lot of hard work recently, you could be taking a little bit of a break. All right. You also could be taking a break in communication. I feel like there's an overstimulation that's going on where you just feel like, too many energies, too many complaints, conflicts, problems, too much talking. All right. So you just want like silence and alone time, aloneness, stillness, really. Four Swords is also a lot of thinking. So it's like an oxymoron, or it's kind of ironic how you could want a lot of calm and peace and stillness, but I feel like you are thinking about that exciting thing. You're like, okay, where's the excitement? So it's kind of ironic, but it's a little funny. All right, so tell me about the Four of Swords for my Cappies. All right. Knight of Swords. Like I said, there is this new venture awaits or this new connection awaits you. It's coming in like the time that you're anticipating is right around the corner. Three of Wands. So it's coming in very shortly for you. The Knight of Swords just says about like your energy towards it. So it's a prompt as well saying seize the opportunity when it comes in. This is something that you want, so go after it. But it's also your energy with that Knight of Swords of maybe being a little defensive when it does come in, prepared for anything. kind of anticipating adventure and thrill, but also maybe some conflict, obstacles, or challenges. So you're just like, you know, a little wary and just not knowing what to expect. Okay, let's see what else. Like, the whatever this is, the next chapter for you is going to be super exciting, but you also feel like it can be a little tempting or dangerous or on the wild side. You don't want to teeter totter over and tip over, okay? You want to stay very balanced and grounded. Let's see what else is here. All right, so Eight of Swords. Also, too, as you're thinking, you could be thinking about maybe a lot of limitations right now. There's a desire that you have for your desired life, desired body, desired career, desired financial stance, desired environment, community, desired confidence, whatever you are trying to maintain or you envision yourself being. You could be placing limitations on yourself. You could be overly logical, okay? Because I'm getting like Queen of Swords, King of Swords energy, like really deeply in your head, super rational, not really much space to envision or dream. So you could be putting a lot of limitations on yourself about why you can't have these things in your current time, which just aren't true because something is coming in. You will be leaving this mentality very soon. So if you are struggling with that, like negative thoughts or just limiting beliefs, you will be adopting a more optimistic, more positive, freeing way of thinking very soon, okay, with the Eight of Cups. You are moving on to a different perspective. Tell me anything else about the Four of Swords for Cappy. I also see you not wearing a lot of clothes. So as you are lounging around in the home, relaxing, taking a little breather, you are very comfortable, very much in the birthday suit. I do see that. All right, good news. Good news is coming towards you. A message or a new energy is coming in. Change is coming in, positive change. What else? Yeah. And then there's a lot of stress going on here. So I see why you're kind of in relaxation mode or taking a load off because you have been very stressed. You could be putting a lot on yourself or just having to handle a lot of things right now. All right, Temperance is here. So again, very healthy during this time. You could be in really good health or your health should be getting much better. I feel like you're in a really great balance. You feel like you're at peace, you're at calm. Finances could be doing really good. You feel like you're making progress, getting ahead. You're very patient when it comes to progress, but it is happening for you. But at the same time, it's a little lonely or it could be a little bit boring. All right. So this is why you kind of are calling in this next excitement. Tell me about Temperance for Cappy. The Wheel. You have so much confirmations of change in this reading. Okay, so life is really about to change for you. Things are going to get a little bit more exciting. Could be a little bit more chaotic, but fun chaotic. Definitely going to take an interesting turn very soon for you, Capricorn. Let's see what else is here. All right, Six of Swords as well. I almost get this energy of you being in the Six of Swords state where it's like you're trying to reach. When people are entering the Six of Swords, it's when they've kind of like caught a lot of damage in their life and now it's time to go into a place of healing. It's time to go into a place of more calmness, self-concentration and focus, and kind of like, move on to a much more calmer space. But it's interesting because I feel like with the Six of Swords, you've already done that. Like it's like you got in your boat and you've completed the Six of Swords, but you're still almost craving that journey again, that journey of when there was the damage and then you had to go through that space of healing and isolation and stillness. You're almost like craving that journey. You know how like sometimes people will go on spiritual journeys, they'll go on the spiritual trip, they'll get what they need from it, but they kind of crave that experience again because it's intense and it's invigorating and it's like a soul awakening. So I feel like you're kind of craving that again, like you've already reached your calm place, but you're kind of craving to go through that again. It's almost like you're rebooking that trip. It's very interesting. I've never really seen anybody do this. All right, tell me more. What's the will? Oopsies. All right, so you should see some changes within your social circle very soon. There's definitely like this energy of new friends coming into your life. Could be very fun, exciting friendships and connections. All right, so look forward to your social circle expanding or growing or just becoming more exciting. I kind of get this energy of the Six of Cups of like a very nostalgic moment in your past, maybe when you were younger, like high school, early college, maybe even middle school, elementary, positive connections with your friends that were very fun. Okay, so I kind of get that energy again for you coming in. What's the Six of Swords for Capricorn? Hmm. All right, we have merit making here. So if you reached your destination with the Six of Swords, the Six of Swords for you could have been for healing or it could have been for some other reason. But you almost feel like you need to make that offer to spirit again to get out of maybe a lonely place. Like you've reached your calm, you've reached your peace, but now it's really quiet. And where you really needed the quiet, now not so much. Now you kind of want to fill that void. So it's almost like you want to go on, you want to make a pact with your spirit guides, with God, the divine or creator, to say, can we do this again? And this time I have a different request. I would like a little bit more involvement and bonding and connection. So you could be about to make that offer like intentionally. All right. Well, I feel like that call has been answered because you have the Fool. So you can expect your next chapter to be very, very new for you. You're definitely going into new territory here, meeting some new and very exciting people. Could be going into new spaces, could be getting into some new hobbies or interests. I would also say expect your aesthetic and look to change. Expect what you eat to change, you know, how you wear your hair to change, maybe even who you're interested in platonically and romantically to change. The Fool definitely brings in a bunch of wonderful surprises and it changes you quite a bit. So you have a new beginning here. You're starting off very fresh. It's definitely very exciting. And then you definitely have some energies coming towards you. So we have friendship. I also feel like love is coming towards you. Let's see what's going on here with the Fool. All right, Three of Wands. It's that anticipation of what's to come, and what's to come is now here, Capricorn. I mean, this is going to happen pretty soon, very fast for you. It's an excitable energy. You should be getting like butterflies in your stomach when you think about this. Or when you start to come into these spaces or meet these new interests or people, you definitely will have the butterflies in your stomach. We have the Magician. So you, as a powerful manifester, have made this your reality. So good for you. You know that you're very powerful here. What you set your sights on, you can have, and you brought it into your reality that way. All right. Some of you guys are going to meet that soulmate, that person who's going to understand you very deeply, someone who's going to adore and love you and devote themselves to you, someone who's going to want to do this life with you, someone that you could be on a lot of spiritual journeys, lessons, and blessings with. All right. So I do see that. And then tell me what else. Expect too, because I see that there is this there's like this nervousness or anxiety about, okay, I do want excitement, I am interested in this newness, but I don't want to F up my life, basically. And I just want you to kind of like relax, like this card says, because you can expect this new beginning for you, this change that's coming into your life, to be a very relaxing experience. Okay, so you don't need to worry about it putting you off into the deep end. And I think that's really nice that the universe allowed this message to come out to kind of reassure you. You will see evidence of this. So not only will you see evidence that things are going to be okay, all right, you're also going to see evidence that this is starting to come into your life. A lot of signs, synchronicities, coincidences that aren't really coincidences, it's really fate. You will start to see that headed your way. I'm also seeing some changes with your job. So a way that you'll know about this is like your schedule is going to change in some way significantly. And it could be very weird for you because it's like this is a random schedule change. Like, I don't really understand why, but it could work out in your favor of giving you more freedom, more free time to experience it, these new interests, these new experiences, these new whatever, the new you. Let's get you some messages from Spirit. All right, give me some messages for my Capricorns watching, about to go on to this new journey. It's going to be a super fun time for you. It's going to be so exciting, and there's always going to be something interesting going on. All right, so I think that's cool. All right, let's see. Tell me about Cappy. Anything for Cappy? All right. Bottom of the deck, we have fairness. And this is, I know you can't see. I'm sorry. And this is from Spirit Mott or Mott. Okay, whatever. Let me know how to say it in the comment section. All right, so she says, the situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. All right, so if there's something, because what was not brought up in this reading is like maybe some conflict or challenges that you could be going through, and I feel like it's because it's so insignificant to what you're about to experience. But if there is something going on behind the scenes that just has you not like well rested, just expect it to karma to go in the way that it should be. Okay, so just expect things to be handled for you and that to be concluded in a very fair way. We have Vesta here, and this is about your home energy. Vesta says your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. All right, so that is definitely a message for some of you out there, and that's an amazing message to hear. All right, we have a message from Sekhmet. Be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. All right, so that's amazing as well. And then last message we have here is from Nematona, your sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. All right, or just create a space in your home where you can, where you journal to divine, or you pray to divine, you speak to divine, you adorn yourself, and connect to divine. I don't know. Do whatever feels good to you and natural to you. All right. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.